You're watching this video because you're down bad. And before I get into this video, I want you to know that you are not alone. If you're new to my channel or if you haven't been keeping up with my recent content, then you may not know it, but I've been struggling myself, okay? I've been struggling in pretty much every conceivable aspect of life that you could possibly think of through the year of 2022. 2022 has been a very, very stressful, very challenging year for me in every possible way that you can imagine. And because of that, it's been the best year of my life. 2022 has been the best year of my life because what I've learned throughout my journey is that the more you struggle, the more adversity you face, the more growth you encounter, the more growth you experience within yourself and by extension within your life. You see, you guys need to understand that we go to the gym because we want to subject ourselves to resistance such that our body adapts. Our body adapts to the resistance that we subject it to. Of course, resistance plus recovery, but we subject ourselves to resistance intentionally in order to make ourselves stronger, to make ourselves look better, to make ourselves perform better in general in life, to increase our well-being. And our minds work the same exact way. The body's only function is to contain the mind. So you have to understand that everything that you're going through in your life, you're going through for the sake of your own strengthening. You have asked for this adversity. And I know that may not be what you want to hear. You may not understand that right now. But in retrospect, it always works out. And you want to know how I know that it always works out? Because you're alive. Okay, you're watching this video. If you weren't watching this video, if you weren't alive, then yeah, you can make a fair argument that things didn't always work out in your favor. But you're here. That means that your success rate, your survival rate has been 100% up to this point. 100%. And I'm no exception to that as well. Now, to my point earlier, you're watching this video because you are down atrocious. And the reason why I'm making this video and the reason why I've been making the videos as of late where I've explained my situation and some of the struggles that I faced is because I want to create a safe space for young men, or really just for anybody, but especially young men, to acknowledge their issues. Because I feel like there's this stigma, and it's not even a feeling, honestly, this is just a fact. There's this stigma in society that men should not acknowledge their issues. Men need to suck it up. Men need to be masculine. And what you guys have to understand is that there is nothing more masculine than taking accountability. But how can you take accountability if you don't first acknowledge the issue at hand, right? So the reason why I'm making this video is because I want you to address all of the issues that you've been facing, or even more so, running from. Okay, we all have demons that we've been running from, that we've been hiding from. You can't hide from your own reflection. You can't hide from your own projection. You can't hide from your own shadow. The only way you can hide from your shadow is if you turn off the light. But ultimately, the light is all there really is. You can't run from your own shadow. What you can do is alter your perception of this world such that your reflection, your projection, and your shadow change accordingly. And obviously I'm speaking in metaphors here, but basically what I'm trying to say is that if you change the inside, if you change your perspective of the struggles that you're facing, the outer world will reflect that as well. The outer world will match that positivity. You see, one thing you need to understand is that positivity makes room for negativity, but not the other way around. Positivity makes room for negativity, but not the other way around, because positivity is rooted in unconditional love, just like we are. That is why it is our default state of being to be positive. We are naturally positive beings. Positivity is neutrality. Positivity enables negativity to exist. Now, I'm not saying that you need to sit there and wallow in your negativity and not take any accountability for your life. In fact, I'm saying the exact opposite. You have to face your negativity head on. You have to face your demons head on. Get rid of all of the vices. Okay, all of the pornography that you're watching, the social media that you're scrolling through, the news that you're watching, the content that you're consuming. If my channel is a hindrance to your personal well-being and your peace of mind, don't watch my videos either. Okay, I'm no exception to this. You have to prioritize your peace above all. And that starts with acknowledging the fact that you are suffering right now. And the only reason why you're suffering is because you are resisting your reality. you're resisting your reality. You've asked for something great. Okay, that's why you watch my videos. That's why you watch my content. It's because you want better for yourself. Ultimately, behind every desire, there's a feeling that we look to acquire. What is that feeling? That feeling is present moment awareness. This is something that I was talking about with a live coaching client very recently, is that on the other side of any desire that we have, be it money, success, status, women, things that our egos typically gravitate towards, what lies on the other side of that desire? What feeling do you hope to feel once you acquire that which you desire? Present moment awareness. No matter what desire it is, you want to feel present moment awareness. The paradox, the caveat of this dynamic is that the only way to feel present moment awareness is to decide to feel present moment awareness. When you get that $1 million, when you get that dream girl, when you get 1 million subscribers on YouTube, when you get whatever it is that you've convinced yourself that you want, if you don't feel present, then you're not actually accomplishing anything. You're not achieving anything. Okay, there are a lot of people out there who are public successes but private failures. What does that mean? It means that everyone else from the outside looking in thinks that they're successful, they have it made, and therefore they must be happy because they're projecting their own lack of presence onto them. They assume, based on their addiction to the chase, that once somebody else acquires that which they think they want, that they must be happy. But it's not true. It is not true. Okay, and I'm living, breathing proof of that. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not ungrateful for the life that I live. And I know I'm going on a bit of a tangent here, but I'm going to tie it all back together in a second. I'm not ungrateful for the life that I live. In fact, I'm very grateful. I'm more grateful than I could ever be because I've experienced a certain level of success that most people will never get to experience in their lives. At the age of 22, I can say that I am self-employed. Much less the fact that I'm able to make a living doing this, which I'm beyond grateful and beyond blessed to experience, but understand that I've experienced more than I ever wanted to experience in this life when I was, let's say, 18 or 19 years old. And I'm still more or less at the same happiness level. The only thing that really increases my happiness, and when I say happiness, I conflate that term with fulfillment. I use the term synonymously with fulfillment, not with the fleeting emotion of happiness. The only way for me to feel true fulfillment is by being present. And I don't need 100,000 subscribers to feel present. I don't need my own apartment to feel present. I don't need a BMW to feel present. I don't need any of these things to feel present. And that's what you guys have to understand. The person who is present and content with what they have is always going to be happier than the person who is not present and content with what they have, no matter what the discrepancy from the outside looking in seems to be. I'm saying all of this to say that you are stressing for absolutely no reason. I'm not trying to invalidate your stress, don't get me wrong. Like I said, we have to acknowledge the feelings that are there, but at the same time, you have to understand that all of your stress is rooted in you projecting your happiness. And like I said, I conflate happiness with fulfillment. It's you projecting your fulfillment into the future. And that's illusory. You will never catch it if you do that. It's like chasing a sunset. You can look at it all you want. You can think it's so beautiful, but you'll never catch it. You could drive as fast as you possibly can. You can fly a fighter jet west. You will never catch the sunset, ever. You won't. It'll always be just out of reach. Same with the rainbow. Okay, and in the same way, when you have these dreams and desires that you're projecting into the future, you are projecting and by extension rejecting your happiness and fulfillment in the present moment, which is really all you truly want. The problem is that our egos, they refuse to let go of our desires in order to allow us to feel present moment awareness and to feel true fulfillment in the here and now. And personally, I feel like this is why things fall apart. This is why we're subjected to so much resistance. Because when you are subjected to such a high degree of resistance on the pursuit or on the path of you manifesting your desired reality, you have no choice but to surrender to the present moment. At a certain point, you have no choice but to surrender to the present moment. And that's why I'm making this video, is because this is the point of surrender. Not only for me, but for you. Okay, you not only clicked on this video, you felt compelled to click on this video, but you've also sat here and watched the video up to this point. Therefore, it's time. Okay, this video was meant to find you. You didn't find this video. This video found you. My message found you. I wasn't even supposed to film today, but I had to get this message out because I know somebody needs to hear this. If nobody else, I need to hear this. I need to hear this. Present moment awareness is all that matters. Stop stressing yourself out about things that do not matter. If you're present through your adversity, you will find fulfillment in your adversity. Something that I recently realized in the midst of all of the turmoil in my life is that my breakthrough is not waiting for me on the other side of this adversity. My breakthrough is to be found within the adversity. That one blew my mind. Okay, that one blew my mind when I received that message during my morning meditation. I realized that I've been projecting my breakthrough, watching these prophetic word videos, which I'm not saying are bad or ill-intentioned, but at the same time, you have to understand that if you constantly tell yourself that, man, on the other side of this struggle, one day I'm going to be successful, you'll never be successful. You'll never be successful and you'll never be happy. A public success and a private failure. You'll never feel fulfilled from within because you're projecting. You have to be present. If you want to find fulfillment, you have to be present. This is your breakthrough right now. Your breakthrough isn't coming. Your breakthrough is here. It's always been here. You've just been refusing to look at it.